Watching out for you this morning. If you're driving across El Paso County and see an issue with the road, the county is hoping you'll use Citizen Connect. Well, what is that? It's an online portal that you can use to report any issues, whether it's potholes, issue with traffic signals, or even garbage along the highway.
When they put it in Citizen Connect, now we can actually track that item to completion and keep the citizen. It's a lot easier to keep a citizen informed using Citizen Connect, using their contact information or the email address that they submit with the issue.
And if you do submit an issue using the Citizen Connect portal, Public Works wants to remind you, don't submit more than one request for any particular issue because that will cause delays in actually addressing the problem.
Speaking of potholes, winter weather causes a headache not just for drivers but our road crews. And News 5's Patrick Nelson is live in Monument this morning telling us how our current weather is looking. And a minute ago it was just cold. Have you seen any snow out there though, Patrick?
Well, it's a very light snow, if any, but it definitely feels more like winter than spring this morning when you're waking up. Hard to believe after the warm and windy day we had yesterday, but take a look behind me here, Monument Hill, I-25. You can see traffic moving along just fine. You shouldn't even have any visibility concerns here through El Paso County at this point, so that is good news. But something we want to talk about is even if the weather conditions aren't impacting your drive this morning, it might be a little bumpy because you may have noticed there's been more than a few potholes across town, and it's that change in weather and the wintry storms that have come through that drivers really feel the impact even after snow melts. That's because these changes in temperature and the wet weather take a serious toll on our roads, leaving cracks, damage, and lots of those potholes. There are lots of roadways in the city of Colorado Springs that will need to be addressed. Here's what the leader of Public Works wants people to know.
We're talking about thousands, tens of thousands of potholes, across the city. We have over the last several years been averaging upwards of, 80,000 potholes, either filled or repaired, annually. And we have 8 pothole trucks when they're all up and running.
Road crews in Colorado Springs plan to start working to address all of those potholes right away, but will prioritize the ones that pose the biggest safety and damage risks. So they need to hear from you. If you have one you're concerned about or you want to report a pothole, you can call 385-ROAD, that's 385-ROAD, to report any potholes in the city of Colorado Springs. And back here live, we are on Monument Hill and I-25, a typical location for us to keep an eye on the weather changes we're experiencing here. Again, you can see a little bit of blowing snow out here this morning, but really it's the cold and the wind that you're going to want to prepare for as you head out the door this morning. And when it comes to the crews that will be out repairing these potholes, a point that was made to me is these crews are mobile, so a lot of times they don't have a cone zone. So if you do see these crews out there working, give them plenty of room because it can be a dangerous job trying to do that out there in the roadways. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Patrick Nelson, News 5.